It is just after 3 p.m. and you're listening to the 3 p.m. Takeover. It is Wednesday afternoon. Hi, Victoria.
Hi, Hope. How you going?
I am pretty good and I am so excited for this afternoon show. We have some really, really cool things coming up.
We definitely do.
We are going to move straight into the first thing I want to talk about because I'm so excited to tell you this.
Yeah, this topic that's completely shrouded in mystery. So we had like a sort of meet up beforehand and I was like, what's this topic about? And Hope's like, no, you have to wait
You're going to
till
find out on air so you don't even know.
The suspense is
it's
killing
like
me.
real suspense and surprise. Well, so if you don't know, I'm a really big fan of Judge Judy. And
oh, okay. This is not at all where I thought the topic was going to go. Okay.
No, it's not. It's like an introduction. So there are some weird court cases, right?
I used to watch Judge Judy occasionally. It's such like
It's such a good show.
It's really
I love
addictive.
it. But people take people to court for such strange things. And there's been a really, really cool case over in Europe. The Lindt teddy bear. So you know how like they have the Lindt golden bunnies, right? Mm-hmm. But then Lindt also makes gold teddy bears. The gold teddy bear has seen off a legal challenge by the Haribo gummy bear.
Oh, because one's claiming that it's a copy of the other or something?
Yeah, so for trademark law. So the little Haribo gummy bears, which are super yum, took
delicious.
the Lindt bunny, no, not the bunny, the Lindt teddy bear to court because they thought that it looked too similar and like it had a similar name or anything. But that's kind of cool. So now it turns out that Germany can keep selling these Lindt teddy bears that they've been making for like 5 or so years. But I just thought that was kind of cool that like a gummy bear took a chocolate bear to court.
Yeah, like I can't think of a good pun for a headline, but there's something there that could be amazing.
There's something that could be done. We're just not bright enough to think about it.
But do we have to fight over this? Like, they're both delicious. I appreciate them both in equal measure.
I don't even think that it looks like a gummy bear. Gummy bears don't really have features.
Oh, no, I totally see it now.
Oh, really?
Now that someone's brought it up, I'm like, it totally is the big chocolate version of a
gummy bear. Well, Lindt said that they were using the same sort of aesthetic design that they went for with the golden bunny.
We went for the look of a bear.
No, but they used like the same...
the bunny look.
The same look, the same features that they had been doing for the bunny and made into a bear version. But I don't know. Do Haribo gummy bears even have features? I just eat them. I don't look at them.
I don't have time to look. I have to eat.
I just have to eat them.
Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is, I'm not even going to say that they look like any other gummy bear. Like, I feel like if you put a gummy bear, generic gummy bear, and a Haribo gummy bear, I could probably pick the Haribo gummy bear. I think you'd be surprised. I think if you saw one again, you'd be like, oh yeah, totally does.
I don't know, but wouldn't they have sued like another gummy bear company?
No, because like other gummy bears don't look that much like Haribo gummy bears.
I
don't know what it is.
I don't look at them.
I don't know what it is, but I completely get it.
You can totally see why this became a massive legal court case. It's actually gone on for 3 years.
3 years?
3 years. It was just resolved last week.
I now just really want to eat Haribo gummy bears and Lindt chocolate.
But I just thought that was like the strangest court case in the whole world. But you're right. Either way, I just like eating all of them.
Yes.
Except that Haribo gummy bears really hurt my mouth. They're really chewy.
Yeah, I can't do a whole packet by myself, which I have maybe done once or twice.
Oh, but then you're just in lots of pain. But
it's like if you ever have those, I see the raspberry chocolate bullets.
Oh, yeah.
They're really
Those
good.
things are so strange.
I did like a whole pack once by myself. My jaw was in so much pain just from the constant chewing. Yep.
I eat things where like, you know when your tongue is in pain because it's something really sour. Yes. And after a while you're like, I should stop because I can't feel my mouth. But I'm just going to keep going anyway.
Sucked in like a numbing lolly. Yeah. Be like, I can't feel anything now. It's fine. I'll just keep going.
That used to happen.
I've committed so far.
I remember I went to the factory that originally produced I think it's Warheads. You know, the really sour little lollies. Yeah, and it's in a part of Germany somewhere, and they make like Warheads that are way more extreme than the Warheads that we have here. And I was over there and
for legal reasons, we can't bring them in the country.
We ate 4 at once, which apparently is like the limit before it becomes like illegal and they're not responsible for your medical problems if you eat too many.
I can't even handle like one, like the normal ones.
I couldn't feel my mouth for about 2.5 days. It was so awful.
Oh my gosh.
It was so worth it though. It was pretty cool.
I can't do much. I can't do like very much spice and I can't do very much sour. I'm a pretty boring,
mellow
sad
person.
Taste palette, yeah.
No, I'm like that. I can't do spicy things. Like I can't do chili or anything like that.
No, there was a time when if we had steak at home,
there was a time,
and it was someone cooked it like, you know, something like when it's in like the frying pan, you like cook it with pepper on it.
Yeah,
I couldn't have that. It was too much. That's how like pathetic my taste buds were.
No,
I'm better now.
That's right. Pepper's kind of gross. Yuck. This is a 3 p.m. takeover on Radio Northern Beaches. Pompeii by Bastille.
Welcome back to the Northern Beaches Community Radio. You're listening to the 3 p.m. takeover with Hope and Victoria. And we had a great first segment. If you missed it, where were you? And a great first 2 songs. I really love that song. We just played Pompeii by Bastille.
It's such a good song. We were just talking about how when you get like the artist and the song mixed up and you don't know which is which.
I always do that.
But we worked it out.
And you Google it and you still kind of like don't know or you don't remember.
The song is Pompeii and the artist is Bastille.
Yes.
Great song. Moving on.
So speaking of moving on, the seasons are moving on, which makes me sad. I like that the sun sets later now because we have more time in the day, but I don't like that winter's over. I'm very upset.
Yeah, winter's kind of cool.
Especially because, well, those of you who are snow people, I didn't get to go down to the slopes this year. I was very upset about that, but the ski season's basically over. I don't actually know if there's any snow there left.
I think there are. Someone I know just came back like a few days ago. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was there.
But no, I didn't go because I never go to the snow actually because I'm a really dreadful skier. But Victoria happens to be an extremely good skier.
Yeah, I'm not to toot my own horn.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
It's like, so bad.
It's like my one sport. It's like the only sport I really do. You have every other sport. I can have skiing.
You can. So what happened to me once? I went skiing. I used to go with my parents when I was younger, and I used to go to New Zealand and ski. And you know how they have those, I don't know what they're called, but like the ropes, like the electric ropes that you hold on to go back up the hill.
Yeah.
Well, I decided I'd use one because I wanted to go up to the really high hill. I wasn't intending on skiing down. I didn't think about how I was going to get down. I just wanted to like look from the high hill and see what was going on. So I held on at the bottom, but I tripped. Maybe after I've been going for about a metre.
No.
But because the skis were so long and I was so small, I couldn't get back up and I was dragged all the way to the top of the mountain on my front with my skis just splayed out behind me.
Oh, that is like a funniest home video in the making.
It was so painful and I was so wet and cold.
Aww.
I think I got to the top and cried.
Oh, you're like, the view wasn't worth it.
I don't even remember how I got down. I was too traumatised by going up.
You probably took your skis off and just walked.
I think I did. Aww. I don't know. But that's my one main story from the one and only time I've been skiing.
I really want to, like, if I could time travel, I'd go back and watch that. Because normally I don't laugh at people falling over, but that just sounds so... Because
it was pretty funny.
I guess when you're small as well, like, snow is quite soft, so I could imagine you just sort of like plonking down, just being like, being like dragged up there.
I left a huge drag patch all the way up. I think I was only about 8.
That's too funny.
It was so embarrassing.
When you're 8, I was, you know, when you go to like parachute or throw a boat and they're like the little Milo kids and they're doing, the arms out and they got the little green vest. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, cute. So how old were you when you first skied?
3 or 4, I think.
Wow.
I don't really remember it, to be honest. I remember one of my favourite stories is there was this like really awful like blizzard of a day and we got up there and my brother and I had to go into ski school because mum and dad already like booked it and paid it and stuff.
Yeah.
We got in and mum's like, it's fine, we'll pick you up afterwards. We're going skiing as well. Found out like only a couple of years ago that mum and dad did one run, went and sat in a cafe by a fire for the rest of the day, then picked us up. We're like, the weather's pretty bad, and just took us straight back to where we were
and they've
staying.
been pretending that they've been skiing all day.
Yeah. Being like, oh, we know it was really tough out there. We were out there with you. It's okay.
No, you weren't. You were inside by the fire. That's actually true. The one time I went skiing, my parents sat inside as well by the fire. They didn't ski either.
Oh gosh. But now that I've been through like my fair share of really awful days, I can kind of understand it.
Yeah. No, me and snow.
It makes you a better skier though.
Me and snow don't really match up. Well, not for sports anyway.
You're more of a beach person.
Yeah. Well, I like the snow. I'm just not very good at snow activities.
Says the ice skater.
But that doesn't involve snow. See, this is the thing.
Snow is just a different melting form of
a different
ice.
Type of snow, water, ice. No, but everyone always thinks I'm going to be quite good at skiing because I can ice skate.
No,
but it's not a thing.
It's not.
They don't cross over at all.
Are you a good rollerblader?
Yes.
Because I can imagine
they
cross over.
Definitely cross over.
But no, I completely agree. But I have that as a skier. People are like, oh, so you must ice skate. I'm like, no, because
no.
As a skier, the like blade I'm on is flat. As an ice skater, it's like you're on the side of it.
On the edge of it, yeah.
Completely different.
Skis are too big. I trip over them.
Although I'm pretty sure if you're trying to like go across a flat surface skiing, like if you don't have the momentum and you have to like move forward. I'm pretty sure the movement you do is like rollerblading or ice skating.
Yeah, it's just
whenever
then
I
the
go-
skis are so much bigger. I take like 4 steps and I'm real tired.
Okay, you shouldn't be walking. That's not what you meant to do.
4 pushes. I don't know what you would call it. I don't ski.
Well, I don't ice skate, so we'll just keep to our respective sports then.
Sounds like a plan to me.
See you at the next Winter Olympics.
I will see you there. Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover. You're listening to Radio Northern Beaches 88.7 and 90.3. And we are going to move into this discussion about the world's weirdest laws, Victoria.
Yeah, this is such a strange topic.
It's such a great topic.
When I looked into it, I couldn't tell if some of them were just like urban myths or like, I don't know, almost like
or if they were actual
jokes.
laws.
Or half of them I feel like are probably laws but aren't like enforced. You know what I mean? Like policemen might see it and be like, whatever.
Well,
like,
often I feel like they're things that would be against the law, but you're not likely to be doing them. Like I remember when I was in Alaska, when I was quite young, I was about 9 or 10, our tour guide there told us that in Alaska it's illegal to look at a moose out of an airplane window. And I was like, how would someone see you doing that to get you in trouble?
I'm actually speechless. I'm like,
I can't
how do you even like regulate that? Is like a policeman
I don't know.
walking a Mountie on every flight, walking up and down, don't look at the moose.
Every flight leaving and entering Alaska. No, I don't know. So I feel like a lot of these laws are laws that you wouldn't actually impose. But anyway, so what we did here is we've both got a list together of the world's weirdest laws and we're going to talk to them. So I don't know what Victoria's got, so hit me.
Half the laws that I found were just in America. The other half were a few international ones. So do you want to start with the American ones or should we do international ones?
I've got one American one, the rest international.
Okay. I'll give my favorite American one.
Okay.
Just because it is so specific.
Go for it.
So apparently in Florida, unmarried women who parachute on Sundays can be jailed. I was like, it's so specific.
But if you parachute on like a Friday,
I couldn't find any context for it either.
That's so funny. So go parachuting in Florida on a Sunday if you're not married.
Yeah.
That's really awkward. That's so weird.
Stick it to the man.
I've got one American one as well. In parts of Arizona, it's illegal to lie about what your astrological sign is.
What? My brain was trying to work out what, like, as you said each part, like what
it was going to be.
That was nowhere near what I was going to guess.
So I'm a Taurus. Actually, just kidding. I'm a Pisces.
I was going to say, I was like, hang on.
You're lying.
Yeah, I was like, I call lie. We're the same.
We're both Pisces. But so if we were in Arizona and I told you that I was a Taurus, I could get arrested for lying.
I was about to say, how would you check that? I was like, oh, if it's on you. It says what day you were
It's going to
born.
be on your driver's license, and they carry around like a code being like Scorpio.
Well, I'm sure they'd know if it was a law. Well, it's weird. I always find it strange when you talk to someone and you can give them like your date of birth and they know.
Oh, I'm like that. I learned
Really?
I learned it really specifically as a
I
child.
always
So like
forget
any
the
date
order.
that you give me, I can tell you what the star sign is.
Because I know mine and like a few like,
Sort of
family
around
members
it.
and stuff. But if someone gave me a random date, I'd be like, unless it was close to someone like
That
a
you
family
knew,
member,
you wouldn't
I'd be
know.
like,
No, I've always known. But what I find strange is when people don't know what their star sign is.
yeah, like their own.
Yeah, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I think it's Scorpio, but it might be Aries. And I'm like, they're not even close together. Like, how do you not know?
Do you want to give us another? Oh, you only had one American law, didn't you?
Yeah, I only have one.
Let's
Do you have
see.
any more American ones? Go for it.
I had some. I think that was my best one.
Oh.
Okay, this sounds quite funny as well. Again, very specific and very strange. Supposedly in Eureka, Nevada, it's still, and the word still was actually, like I'm quoting directly, it was used in the article I read, it is still illegal for men with moustaches to kiss women.
Oh, I've heard about this. Now that is,
strange.
I'm sure that is true. It's something.
Really?
I think there's some association between someone who is a criminal there that like had a moustache or something. It's really, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Somebody tell us right on the Facebook page.
Yeah, fact check for us.
Facebook.com/the 3 p.m. takeover, because we don't know about men and moustaches and kissing. But I have a really cool law. In Switzerland, it is illegal to flush a toilet in an apartment building after 10 p.m.
I wish that was here.
I
live
thought
in
that
a
was a kind of cool law.
I live in a block of units and
People
sometimes
flushing the toilet is the worst.
Only when it's above because it's loud.
I can see
Can
that.
be. Actually, it's on the other side of the apartment for me, but my mom's always like, sometimes she'll be like, oh, someone's always flushing the toilet. Like,
You don't have that problem in a house,
But
but
it's the same in the house. If your bedroom's near the bathroom and you go in the middle of the night.
you can hear it.
Yeah, it's like common courtesy. Just
Well, in Switzerland, it's
Live-
actually a law. So there we
I'm
go.
on Switzerland's side with this one.
I actually quite like this. I feel like it's such a Swiss thing to make a law about that. I feel like no other country would do that, but I can just imagine Switzerland making a law against flushing the toilet at night.
That's because they're excellent. Clearly.
They are. I like it.
I have an international one,
Yeah.
which I just really, I don't know. It just sounds so like cool.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
I'm
So
ready.
in Paraguay, dueling is legal just as long as both parties are registered blood donors. Again, so specific.
So that
Which I love.
so that if you have a duel and you get stabbed and you sort of spill blood everywhere, the blood donation can come and collect it.
I don't know the context of the purpose, but I just thought it just sounded really cool.
No, I think that's the idea. So like if someone like got really injured and they were just lying on the ground with blood everywhere,
I guess
you get to collect it and donate it.
I guess the idea is if they die in the duel, you're allowed to
You
like
can have all their
harvest their blood.
But like, can you duel if you're not a blood donor or no?
Apparently no.
Oh,
So what if one person's
a
a blood donor and
and
one's
one
not,
isn't
and they can just like attack the other person?
one-sided duel? That's
I think
such
it's
a
just called
strange
murder, actually,
law.
or attempted murder.
Where was that? Paraguay?
Paraguay, yeah.
Oh, who knew? What about this one? Chewing gum has been illegal in Singapore since 1992.
This weirds me out because I've been to Singapore and I feel like
I've chewed gum in the airport.
I was there and I feel like I've chewed gum and now I was like a teenager, so now I'm like, oh gosh, was I breaking the law?
Rule breaker.
But I had no idea. There should be like signs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. But then you wouldn't have a sign up about like all sorts of laws. Maybe they just all know that.
But it makes sense. It is like one of the cleanest cities I think I've ever been to. It's really, really clean. So it actually kind of makes sense because chewing gum is just everywhere. It's sidewalks, under tables. You know,
Yeah,
when, like,
but
you're sitting at
Singapore
your
is
table
really
and
clean.
you put your hand out and you touch it.
Oh, that's so horrible.
And that ripple goes through your body of like just pure disgust.
I actually haven't done that in a really long time. I feel like I always used to put my hands under tables and feel chewing gum. And it's not really a thing now. Maybe people don't stick chewing gum around as much because I've not
Maybe.
had that for a really long time.
I always get it. Oh, I used to get it at uni in certain classrooms.
Oh, yuck, me too.
So
Or at
gross.
bowling alleys. It's always stuck like
Oh,
where you pick
yes.
up the bowling balls.
Ugh, gross. Oh, let's move on, please. Oh, okay. Okay, something cute. Again, you chose like really interesting laws. I chose like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Okay, in British Columbia and Canada,
Yes.
it is illegal to kill a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot if one is ever found.
Oh.
So there's this thing that we don't even know if it exists yet.
Bigfoot. Oh, goodness.
I know there might be controversy on that, but I don't
So much
know if they
controversy
exist.
about Bigfoot.
It's like, it's a thing that may or may not exist that's protected.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
Well, that makes sense
It's
because everyone's
protected
so
by
keen.
law.
Everyone's so keen to know whether it like exists or not that if someone actually finds one, you can't just go and kill it.
I suppose. Oh yeah,
I suppose
yes.
that makes sense.
I bet.
That's so cool.
Part of me wonders if it was made when like big game hunting was like a big thing.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So if people thought it was real, they'd just go out and try
Yeah.
and kill it.
Oh. Well, I have a really cool
Hang a
law.
Sasquatch like over your fireplace.
I have really cool law to finish us off. That's actually a domestic thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm not entirely sure if it's true because I don't live in Victoria, but I've heard from people that it is true, but it kind of seems unlikely. But then this is another thing you couldn't really regulate. It seems that in Victoria, it's actually illegal to change a light bulb if you're not an electrician.
Yeah, I've heard this,
So,
which is
and you can incur
Weird.
a $10 fine. So I think it would only come into play if you injured yourself changing a light bulb. They, ambulance, whatever would rock up, but then you get a fine because you weren't an electrician.
but the cost of like an electrician coming out to fix
To
it,
change a light bulb for you
wouldn't that be more than $10? Wouldn't you just change it yourself and
and hope you didn't get a fine? Or if you
Yeah.
did, it didn't matter
It'd be
because
like
you'd still
$10.
saved money rather
yeah,
than getting an electrician,
I feel like you'd still save money.
even with the fine. That's so strange. Oh, well. If
How
you know of
weird.
any weird or strange laws, send us a message on Facebook or write on our page. We want to hear all about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Hit us up.
Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover with Hope and Victoria. You're listening to Radio Northern Beaches. and
88.7 and then 90.3.
That's it.
They are the
And
frequencies.
we are having a swell afternoon with, I love those songs we just played. Mountain Sound of Monsters and Men and Money on My Mind by Sam Smith.
Such good songs.
I
And
love them.
Victoria just told me, which I didn't know, Sam Smith is going to be doing the new Bond theme.
He has
By the way.
such an amazing voice.
It's kind of, he's good. I really like his
Hard Act to
music.
Follow. Skyfall by Adele.
Such a good song. I love Adele. What happened to Adele?
She's just doing her thing. I
Oh,
don't
she
know.
had a baby, I think.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, so she's not been releasing. She released 19 and 21, and then she got to 23 and didn't release an album. And I was like, oh.
Do you know how long it took me to realise that?
She was the age of her album.
Yeah. Because every time I saw photos of her, she just didn't look that age to me. She always looked a little bit older.
Well, I think it's because 19 wasn't like a famous album.
I don't know much of it. 21 I knew better.
21 was, but
But even
19
then-
wasn't really a thing. So I think people just thought it was like, and it had 21 songs on. So,
That's so
I think people
neat.
thought that it had 21 songs on or something, and not that she was 21.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Either way,
So strange.
yeah.
Anyway, moving on from music we just heard, let's back to the present. I have a slight game to play with you, Miss Hope.
Ooh, what is it?
So I'd heard recently about the really weird Olympic sports they've had in history, which I had a little dig into. And
Okay.
I've picked out my favourite strangest sports. And I'm
I'm
going to give
liking
you
this.
two options and you have to tell me which one was in the Olympics.
Okay.
Bit of context. So the modern Olympics started in 1896. That was the first one. So a lot of these...
In Greece.
well, not
Continue.
the modern Olympics?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have the places that they were in. I didn't care about that.
Well.
I was just looking at the sports. But some of them were very strange. And it feels like there was just a couple of Olympics where they're sort of trying to find their groove and work out what sports they could really judge each other on kind of thing.
Yeah. And,
And
what
often-
was going to be included and what
Yeah,
wasn't.
and often it was funny because whatever the sport would be, it would say something like, only 2 teams competed, both from America. America won gold and silver. It was like
Next
a lot of them
Olympics,
were like
sport
that.
canned.
Which I thought was quite funny. So the first couple are from the 1900s, and
Alright.
the second couple from like 1910s, 1920s, and then I've got one from 1984 Olympics.
Okay.
So a really strange one that was only introduced really late on. So
All right.
we'll take you back. Just visualize you at the 1900 Olympics.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm there.
Tell me which one of these was really a sport that they competed in for medals.
Mm-hmm.
Wood chopping or tug of war?
Oh, I think it's tug of war.
It is.
I think I knew that because it was one of the like the very, very original sports back in like the old Olympics. They had like tug of war, wrestling,
The marathon and stuff.
like athletics and marathon and stuff, and then like discus and javelin, and that was
Yeah.
it.
If you look up photos, it's quite funny because you look and you're like, that's an Olympic sport because it's quite like muddy and dirty, like when you played at camps.
I feel wood chopping is more sporty than tug of war. Anyone can do tug of war.
No, yeah, thank you. Exactly.
Oh,
Maybe
who
they'll try and
knew?
like introduce like team sports. I don't know.
Bring tug of war back to the Olympics.
Some other highlights from the 1900 Olympics were croquet
Oh gosh.
and horse long jump
horse long jump.
and obstacle course swimming.
Obstacle
They just
course
swim and like
swimming.
climb over boats and like climb over like logs and stuff.
Isn't that like what you do in like year 7 sport?
Yeah, I want us to bring it back to the Olympics. I would pay money
Obstacle
to see that.
swimming. That is hilarious.
That'd
This
be
is so good. I didn't know these were Olympic sports. This
I know.
is so funny.
Okay, now we skip forward a couple of years to the 1908 Olympics.
Okay.
Water motorsports or racquetball?
Well, I've heard of racquetball. I can't exactly bring to mind what it is, but I know that racquetball is a thing. Water motorsports. What would a water motorsport? I don't know what that would be.
It's a race.
Yeah. I'm going to go with racquetball.
No, water motorsports. It's
Oh.
motorboat racing.
Oh, okay.
And from memory, there was like,
In my mind, I had like motorbikes racing across water. I was like, that's not what it is.
that's very advanced for 1908.
Well, that's why I was stuck.
No, so the piece I read on it was that however many people entered for each heat, because of weather conditions, only one boat finished in like each round.
And the other competitors have drowned.
No, that boats just like got steered off course and it's like never finished. It's really, it was so like hit and miss for the early Olympics. I loved it. Okay. A fun fact of the 1912 Olympics, the person who was organising it wanted it to have more like a further reach, and so they had like an arts section. So they had
An art section.
they had,
Oh, yeah, I remember about this.
medals for architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpture.
Because
But they all had to be Olympic themes. Like the music was like some like ode to the Olympics, and
because
like the
Olympics
architecture was all
couldn't
like
just be about sport.
stadiums. Yeah, but it was it only lasted like 1 year. So
I was going to say that's a bit dodgy. Although I think there are obviously external award ceremonies in specific areas where people who have contributed to the Olympics can, like the stadium from Beijing, the Bird's Nest, that won like a major award. So I guess it's still a thing, just not they don't get an Olympic medal.
Yeah.
Olympic is for sport.
can you imagine if anyone in their family history has like a gold medal for architecture, let us know. That'd be amazing.
That'd be so funny.
Okay, so the 1920 Olympics
Yes.
was there, which one was real? Equestrian vaulting or dog agility? So equestrian vaulting was gymnastics and dance on horseback, and dog agility is like dog show jumping and like showmanship.
Oh, they're both so...
Both are very big things still to this day.
Yeah, they're both so... I feel like the dog one is the unlikely one, so that's the one it's going to be. But I'm going to go with the horse one.
The horse one is the real one.
Okay, good.
Yeah. If you look up like images of it, they did like teams. There'd be like 2 or 3 people on horseback doing like handstands and stuff while the
That's
horse is
amazing.
like trotting. It's amazing.
Like, so the horse is moving.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going like around like I guess like almost like an arena.
That's crazy. Who said that athletes weren't talented back then?
I know, crazy.
That's unbelievable.
I used to do horse riding, and I was like, I would not stand up on the horse. You're crazy. And they don't do it like with helmets in because they're wearing like leotards and stuff. They got to like flip around
And do all things like that. Well, it's like
they jump
I
off
remember,
and you know, like at the end of the beam pole, like they'll like flip or do like somersaults off. That's like how they get off.
that is so cool.
It's amazing.
It's like I remember there used to be an Olympic sport back in the early 1900s when Summer and Winter Olympics were still a joint event, and skiing and ice skating used to be a combined, like there was a sport that combined them. So imagine ice skating, so like spins and crazy jumps and stuff, but on skis.
No, thank you.
It was crazy.
I'd really rather. We discussed before that I can only ski and you can only ice skate. If we could like
Let's not mix it.
hybrid ourselves, we could beat that sport.
We could. Shame it doesn't exist anymore.
What a pity.
What
Okay.
other sporting facts do you have there?
Okay, so this is the 1984 one.
Okay, so we've moved forward quite a lot now.
Yes. So the Olympics have found their rhythm. They're like, okay, we've got this. So then, which one of these is real?
Okay.
Solo synchronized swimming or wakeboarding?
Solo synchronized swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that being a thing. I think,
It was in there for like 3 or 4 Olympics,
yeah,
which is, you know, times 4
but
to
you're not,
get the years
yeah,
between.
which is silly because you're not synchronized with anybody. But
Well,
you
that's
know.
the thing. Again, the piece I read on it, the I don't know, synchronized swimming team group was saying that it's not about being synchronized with other people, it's about being synchronized with the music.
Yeah, it is. It's very much about things like that. Well, I suppose
when
you
if
could
you
say
ever-
the same about my sport, which is synchronized ice skating. And actually, I was having a conversation with my mum the other day.
Do you have solo
And I was
synchronized ice
saying,
skating?
no,
Was it
but
just
I
figure
feel like
skating?
I feel like it could be a thing. Yeah, imagine so I do synchronized skating, and I used to be a swimmer for very many years. Would that make me a good synchronized swimmer? Wouldn't that be a blend of my talents?
Maybe, but I don't advise you to wear the ice skates while in the water.
I'm gonna get dragged right to the bottom.
Yeah. And if you're in like a team, like that just sounds dangerous.
I love watching synchronized swimmers because they always look in so much pain because they wear those really
Oh, the
tight
nose
the
plugs?
nose plugs, and they look so terrifying. They just
Yeah.
come out of the water and oh, it's shocking. It's such a
I like when
strange
they-
sport, but I love it.
I like when you do the legs in the end, like kick and turn around. It's my favorite bit when like it's like 10 people underwater, just like legs.
It is the weirdest sport ever, but it's one of my favorite to watch because it's so funny, and they have that really grand entrance where they walk out in a line and kind of dive in one at a time.
Yes.
It
But
is
like
so
good on them
funny.
because man, they know geometry.
They
They're
can do some
perfect circles.
crazy stuff.
But I always find that with like synchronized
Things.
ice skating,
Yeah.
I'm always impressed that because obviously when you watch it, it's always like aerial shots if it's on YouTube. Whilst if you're obviously on the ice, you can't really see where you are. I'm always impressed people can still get that like I guess that geometry
The
and sense
shape.
of shape really perfectly.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
I'm so easily impressed maybe. Or maybe it's a really hard thing. I don't know.
I get it. Practice makes perfect. All right.
Now that we've covered strange Olympic sports,
We're
move
all
on
done
to-
with that.
let's move on to an excellent song. I'm loving all the songs this week.
Good song choices. Must be because we picked them.
Yeah. DJs, what?
Elastic Heart by Sia. You're listening to the 3 p.m. Takeover. Welcome back to the 3 p.m. Takeover. You are listening to Radio Northern Beaches 88.7 and 90.3. And we are coming towards the end of our show for this Wednesday.
Makes me sad.
But we have exciting news. So
We do.
don't despair. What is going to be happening with the 3 p.m. takeover is on the first Wednesday of the month, which incidentally is next Wednesday.
How convenient.
We are going to have a special theme for the show. And the theme is going to be not in terms of what we're talking about, but in terms of the music. So it's going to be like music from a particular decade or music from a particular artist or genre or something like that. So for next week, we thought that we would kick it off with
The 90s.
woo, the 90s. We are going to be having 90s music from start to finish next week.
Oh, yeah, a bit of nostalgic flashback for you.
Oh, nostalgia in every way. I miss the 90s.
Yeah, when we were like throwing around ideas of songs, we were like, oh my God, that song from my youth. Oh, that song from my youth.
It was so hard to narrow down to 7 songs, but we think that we've done it, and we've got everything from a 1990 to a 1999.
We do, don't we?
We do, so I'm really excited.
We literally cover the whole decade.
Yeah, we've got start to finish. So we are so excited for 90s week, so make sure you tune in, same time, same place next week for the 3 p.m. takeover for 90s week.
Have an excellent week.
Bye.